Hey guys, Libby News here. I realize it's been a while, and that is really the whole point as to why I'm making this video, basically to explain what exactly happened and why I've been away for so long, and also to say that I am coming back and I will be posting videos again, although I don't think it'll be as often as before. Like, I'll try to shoot probably for once a week again, but it may be more or less just depending on like my work schedule, because I do have a job now and my schedule's kind of random. But I'll sort of get to the explanation as to everything that happened. But first I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of cover, I guess, like what to expect from my channel from now on and sort of things like that. Also, I have a bit of a cold right now, so if I sound kind of weird, that is why. The first thing I want to mention is that I'm not going to be covering V3 until there's a North American release date, because I really would like to play the game for myself and not have anything spoiled, and as of right now I actually haven't had anything spoiled, which I'm kind of surprised about. So until that releases in North America, I'm probably just going to keep doing like trivia videos, like the distrust video I did, and like the character analysis videos, and I was also thinking about doing a final thoughts on like the Danganronpa anime, because I know I didn't really finish my series for that because of things that happened, which I will explain later on in the video, but I did sort of cave and end up watching it without recording myself, so I could definitely make a final thoughts video on that if you guys were interested in hearing, you know, kind of like what I thought about the ending and things like that. I was also thinking about maybe doing like other shows or other games. I know you guys wanted me to play 999, so I can maybe do like a let's play of that on the channel, or I could just do a live stream if I get the chance, and eventually just make videos on that, because I know a lot of you guys have been interested in me doing that. But of course, if you want me to cover any other video games or shows or like anything that you're interested in, just let me know and I'll let you know if it's something I've seen first of all, and then I'll try to figure out something I could possibly make about it. But just let me know. I just enjoy making videos, so I'm always open to recommendations. Also, I'm not 100% sure if I'll be covering like the news updates as much anymore, mostly because my schedule is kind of random and kind of crazy right now, so I'm just not sure how quick I could jump on news. I mean, if I can jump on it, I'll try to make a video, but if not, I'll just talk about it on Twitter or Tumblr, or I'll mention it in another video really quickly, like, hey, somebody translated this, like, go check it out on their blog or their Twitter or whatever it is. The whole thing's ironic because my channel name is Weeby News, and like I don't plan on changing it, but that just might be how it's gonna be for a little while. So basically the rest of this video is just going to be me explaining what exactly happened, why I was gone for so long, and why I'm back. And I just recently, for the first time, probably like a week ago, started looking at like old messages and stuff that people had sent me, some recent, some older, and I know a lot of you guys are worried about me, and I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to worry anybody. I am alive though. I'm doing well right now. Thank you for all your kind messages. I'll try to get back to as many as I can whenever I post this video and stuff. But I just want to let you guys know I did see them. I do appreciate them. Thank you so much for being so understanding and so nice. You guys really are like the best community I've ever seen on YouTube. Like, you guys are really, really great. Honestly, I don't even feel like I deserve you guys. Thank you so much for all your nice comments and messages and things like that. So what happened to me is something that is very personal for me, and that was a big reason as to why I didn't post this video for a while, and why I had such a hard time deciding if I would come back. It wasn't because like I didn't want to make videos, it was because I didn't really want to share this part of me online. Not that I think any of you guys are going to judge me or hate me or think of me differently, but it's just something like me personally, like I don't like to share very often. But basically the whole thing started after I'd graduated college. There was a lot of life changes that happened, and I was trying really, really hard to get a job and keep myself sort of self-sustaining. I didn't want to have to rely on my parents a lot, and I really wanted to do YouTube full-time, but I crunched the numbers and it really wasn't anywhere close to being able to do YouTube full-time, even with how popular this channel got so quickly. So I just decided to pretty much keep it up as a hobby and to try to still post, you know, 1 or 2 videos a week, because it's something I'm really passionate about, and it's something that I really do feel like could be a full-time job eventually, just still pretty far down the line. So the field I want to go into, you need a lot of experience, and a lot of the times you need to start as an internship, like an unpaid intern, in order to get a job with the company you want. And so I was basically trying to volunteer for as many production companies and like video sort of related projects that I could, so I could build up my resume really quickly and get a full-time job in my field. And this on the outside doesn't seem like it sounds like such a hard thing to do, but it really, really surprisingly was. I was basically interning for 2 different companies, and then I was doing freelance work for another company, and I was doing my YouTube channel, and I was still trying to apply for jobs at the same time. So I felt like I was working like the equivalent of 3 full-time jobs because they all took a pretty good bit of time, and a lot of the times I would be completely busy during the day either with one of the companies or with the freelance work or something along those lines, and then I would get home and I would have to make the YouTube video, and I would just end up pulling like an all-nighter to do so. And this sort of went on for about 2 months, and I really didn't get any sleep because, like I said, my days were busy and my nights were busy because I was trying to keep everything up, and I enjoyed everything I was doing, and I didn't feel like I was in the position to really let anything go. So I just tried my best to keep everything up, and as you can probably guess, I was getting easily like 3 to 5 hours of sleep every night. Like 5 on like a good night. And so I was just completely sleep deprived for 2 months straight, and maybe for some people that's easy for them to do, but it was not easy for me. I felt terrible, like physically and like mentally. I just did not did not feel good at all. I was really starting to get worried for my health. And this is where the personal part comes into play, and the thing that I didn't really want to share. Basically what it is that I suffer from OCD, generalized anxiety, and panic disorder. And even though I really don't feel super comfortable sharing this stuff with like anybody, I do feel like it's important to include it in this video because it's really the whole reason why I had to take such a long break. I'm not sure how it works for most people, but for me, when I get sleep deprived, that's when my anxiety and my OCD and my panic just skyrockets. It'll get to the point where I can't do anything. Like can't go 2 minutes without having like an OCD thought, or I can't go like an hour without having a panic attack. Like it gets really, really bad. And after a while of just overworking myself and not sleeping, I really reached a point where I just couldn't go anymore, especially with my anxiety just sort of on top of it and making me feel like a crazy person, and also just really feeling terrible physically. So that was when I decided to take a break. At that point, I just decided to take maybe like a week off because I decided to visit my friend just to sort of get away from everything. And when I'd gone to visit her, there was just like so many things that I had to do. Right when I got there, I got a call from the freelance job that I had saying that I had to go somewhere and work for like 2 days, like 12-hour shifts. And then there was a bunch of stuff that released about V3, and I think the other production company I was working with wanted me to do something too that week, and I just really hit a wall and was just really, really, really tired and needed a week off. So that is when I wrote that Tumblr post saying that I was going to be off for just a week or 4 days or however long I said. I really don't remember. When I got back, I decided just to apply for a couple of jobs because that was what was stressing me the most, and I ended up getting one of the first jobs I applied for when I got back home, and I did an interview with them, and I wanted at that point to go back to making videos, or at least making a video stating sort of what was going on and why I hadn't posted in like a week. But I just convinced myself that everybody would hate me and that I was already so behind. I think I had at least like 3 videos within skipping like a week of not posting a video or not staying up to date. I had like 4 videos due for the channel, and all of them would have taken a really long time because they were analysis videos, and those videos take easily like 10 hours each to make. Like they take a really, really long time to make when you're as meticulous as I am. So every time I thought about going to the channel for that week after like the break week, I really started to just kind of panic. Like whenever I think about all the work I had to do, it stressed me out and it made me panic. And at that point, my family just sort of stepped in and told me to take a break. And the job that I talked about actually ended up hiring me, and they needed to send me to training for 2 months. And of course, again, I was like, okay, I need to make a video saying I'm going to be gone for 2 months. And, I'm sorry about everything else. And of course, with all the anxiety I have, I convinced myself everybody hated me. They probably already hated me. They're going to hate me even more after I made a video about it. And because I just still was really sleep deprived and like not in my right mind at that moment, I chickened out. Like, that's the best way to describe it. I wimped out making the video, and I recorded, I think, like 3 different drafts of it, but I didn't post it because I was too scared. So after I went to training for that job for 2 months, I came back and wasn't really sure what I was planning on doing with the channel. I didn't know if I wanted to try to come back or if I didn't, because I was still worried that people would hate me or people would be mad at me. And like I said, I guess a week or so ago, I really started to kind of decide to look into it because I really missed making videos, and I really missed the community, and I missed talking to you guys and just weebing out. Like, I have a lot of fun with this channel, and I just felt like a part of me was missing not doing it. So I just sort of sucked up all the courage I had and decided to look at all the comments and the messages that I had, missed over the past few months, and I just saw a lot of really worried people, and I felt really, really guilty. I'm so sorry that I worried a lot of you. I'm so sorry that a lot of this probably seemed more dramatic than it actually was because I was gone for so long and I didn't say anything. But I really wanted to make this video to just let you guys know what exactly happened and why it took me so long to do this. Like, I really was really terrified, and I still sort of am terrified of like saying that I have OCD and anxiety and panic, because it's not something I like to share with anybody, but I really did want to mention it because I want people to know that they're not alone. And if this is something you suffer from, please like send me a message and I try to talk to you about it, because it really sucks. Like, it's really terrible. And like I said, I don't know how it goes for some people, but with on top of the sleep deprived thing, it sort of goes in waves for me. Like, I'll have months or years even when I don't have any OCD or any panic, and then something will happen and all of a sudden I'll just be like completely consumed by it. So if you suffer from this, please like let me know, and I'll try to tell you guys like what I do when I'm trying to combat it. Generally, I'm pretty good at sort of getting rid of it because, like I said, I think I mentioned it before, but I've been diagnosed with OCD for a very long time. I think about 12 years, so I have a lot of practice trying to get rid of it. So mostly like behavioral therapy seems to work for me. So if you don't know what that is, I like urge you to look it up, or if you want to message me and like I can explain it to you, like that works too. And I apologize again for my voice. I'm kind of sick right now and I can hear it cracking like a million times as I'm recording this, but this is like the unabridged, unedited Weeby gives her personal backstory sort of video. So that's pretty much what this is. Hopefully I didn't bore any of you guys. I tried to abridge the unabridged as much as I could, but there's still a lot of like explaining to do, so I'll probably put like a really short version of this in the comment section for those of you who just really, want to know like the gist of what happened and not like the nitty-gritty details. Like I said, I'm so sorry about the hiatus. I'm really sorry that I didn't say anything sooner. I chickened out making that video that I told you guys about before. If you hate me, that's okay. If you're happy I'm back, then I'm happy to see you. But anyways, I'll try to go ahead and start working on a video pretty soon. Probably a short one just to sort of get started so I can have another video up on the channel. But thank you guys for watching, and if you watched the entire thing, God bless you. I know this is probably going to be sort of like a long, monotonous sort of video of me just rambling, so apologies for that. But anyways, I will see you guys real soon. For real this time.